So we are leaving Baracara today and heading towards Florian. I'm really excited to get back on the motorcycle. After riding with Anish yesterday, it was enjoyable, but I'm really excited to be on my own bike again and do a little more off-roading over the next few days. It's been really nice here. It's so beautiful here. Just such a lovely place to relax and unwind for a few days, and the views are phenomenal here. The service has been so great as well. Overall, it's just been such a great trip so far, and I'm excited for the next leg of the adventure.
Beautiful day. It's not quite as hot as it's been over the last few days, which we're quite pleased about because our first few days on the road were really blazing hot, and to the point that we had to hand wash all of our gear and stuff because we were so sweaty. So today it looks like it's a little bit cooler, and it's just should be a beautiful ride out of the town here.
Riding in Colombia, you're guaranteed to see some interesting things on the road, like this guy, having a little siesta on top of that truck. And we get it. Long days on the road can be quite tiring, but ultimately very rewarding and worth all the exhaustion. Right now, we are on our way to a small town rumored to have some of the most magnificent waterfalls in the country. But first, time to fuel up with some Colombian food. So we arrived at this little restaurant on the side of the road after passing through, what's that last town? Barbosa. And once again, we are the only people in this entire restaurant. So we're having some pretty good service, one-on-one.
Permiso, qué pena.
Muchas gracias. The landscapes of our journey are ever evolving. From quaint little colorful towns like this one that buzz with energy, to tranquil countrysides bathed in an ethereal golden glow. It's just beautiful. The lighting right now, the animals, my new little buddy over there, sweetheart. It's as though these creatures can sniff out the weakest link. I can't help but fall in love with these sweet pups. One of the best parts of traveling is opening yourself to new experiences, people, and furry friends like these. But it can also be the hardest part to say goodbye after a great connection. But that is the price we pay for this adventure, and the show must go on. We continue to make our way through unpaved, narrow roads through valleys that grow increasingly lush and raw as our journey progresses. Other than passing the occasional bus, we are largely alone on these roads, descending further into the remote and thick jungle. And as the light of day subsides, we eventually arrive here, in the small, hilly town of Florian. So we arrived in this town called Florian, and we had to ride off-road to get here. It was a little bit challenging, but such a beautiful ride. We passed through these amazing rainforests, and it felt super mystical, and just with the low-hanging fog and the clouds. Today we're gonna go check out those waterfalls. You can actually see them here from the town of Florian.
Yep.
Along harrowing cliff edges and through the jungle we ride to get to the hidden jewel, the windows of Tizquizok, a place where the raw power of nature is on full display for those who are brave enough to venture there. Even in the most remote of places, the locals are incredibly welcoming.
Mi nombre,
Nombre? Sí.
Daddy Rodriguez.
Oh, con mucho gusto. Adios. So one of the things you don't always think about when you're traveling by motorcycle is what to do with your luggage.
We had to dunk our bags in the bush somewhere around here.
Guess where? Where do you think we put them?
And then we had to lock up all our helmets, take care of the electronics, take care of the water, take care of all the gear, and then, even then, I'm hacking stuff. She's literally hand bombing stuff. So it's not all fun and games all the time, but it is fun and games all the time.
We have arrived at the entrance to the waterfall. We don't know how long the walk's gonna be, but here we go. This is about the most exercise I've gotten in the last week because I've been riding so much. Well, they make you work for these views, hey?
Certainly do.
And you know, there are definitely not too many tourists in these parts when the locals ask to take a picture with you. I guess it's a bit of a novelty to see Canadians here. We're trying to get to the waterfalls. We've got to walk through this cave, but it is so slippery here. Wearing motorcycle boots while hiking after the rain, not advisable.
Check this out, guys. This is phenomenal. Whoa. So that's where we came from. And that's where we're gonna go. There's a little bridge there. That's Megan for you. Ambling about.
This is some Indiana Jones stuff right here. That's where we have to go to see the waterfalls.
This waterfall speaks of a tale of resistance. Pre-colonization, this land was once ruled by a chief named Tiskazok. The story goes, the Tiskazok tribe facing the conquistadors in a struggle for their land, their gold, and their freedom. The climax of the tale is as dramatic as these views. The chief, choosing death over capture, leapt from these very cliffs in a final act of defiance. The Vantanas de Tiskazok stands not just as a natural marvel, but as a monument to resilience, a reminder of the stories etched into these lands.